Hello guys, Davinator right here, and today I'm bringing you another horror film review spree review. Now, today I'm reviewing a movie that is a bit higher budget than some of the few movies that I've reviewed lately. This isn't a YouTube movie, this isn't a $0 budget movie. It's not quite that low budget, but it is a no budget movie. It falls into the category of no budget movie. And this movie is The Battery. Now, this movie was made for about $30,000 if I'm not mistaken. I might be getting that wrong, might have been even lower. But it's a zombie film. And it was made in, I believe, 2012, and it's received limited release a little bit after 2012 when it was completed. And I don't know the names of the actors in the movie, but the star of the movie is actually the director of the movie, and there's a very limited cast, and basically the movie centers around these two guys, and there really isn't much of a plot. It's just two guys hanging out in the zombie apocalypse, trying not to just hate on each other and have terrible lives, and eventually conflicts arise and they begin to, they begin to bicker among each other, and really the main problems in this movie just arise between their arguments and the fact that these two guys, I mean, they're friends technically, but eventually over time just being cooped up together, having to survive over and over and over again for months, running into zombies, they begin to hate on each other, and they begin to get in arguments, and they begin to kind of want to hurt each other, and as conflicts arise, there's great dialogue between the characters. Like, the dialogue in this movie is very well written, very interesting, and I also love the direction of this movie. Like, this movie has some incredible looking shots in the movie, and there are a lot of long takes. There are a lot of M. Night Shyamalan-ish long takes. Actually, one shot in particular, I won't spoil it, I won't say quite how long it was, but I was just like every 30 seconds or so, I was like, oh, it's still going. It's still going. Okay, they're just keeping going. Okay, the cinematography is terrific, and the directing is definitely great. And the acting is also very good. I mean, these guys aren't professional actors or anything, but they're really good, and they're better than a bunch of professional actors working for Gay. Quit talking. Black's 12/7's there in the background. But anyway, overall, there's actually not a whole lot to talk about in this movie, and as for the zombies themselves, they're really not in the movie that much. I mean, they just get just a little bit of screen time, but what usage they have in the movie, I mean, whenever they show up in the movie, they are creepy, and they are intimidating, and they make for some suspenseful moments and scenes, and overall, yeah, there's not really much story to this movie, and so at times it can get borderline boring. I was never really bored in this movie, but there are times where I got almost bored. I got that close to being bored, and then the movie pulled me right back into it. And it does overall remain entertaining throughout, but really, it is technically a pretty simplistic movie, just with some great things about it. The two performances are terrific. The dialogue is actually great, and the cinematography and directing is fantastic, and there really are some beautiful shots in this movie, some great scenery, and also the soundtrack is quite good in this movie. It's a very good soundtrack. Overall, I honestly love this movie, even though there's really not that much to it. I thought it was a terrific movie, and it's one of the better zombie films I've seen in a while, and I'm going to give it an A-. Now, as for the gore rating, despite the fact that this is a zombie movie, and it's rated R, you expect it to be really gory, because horror movies in general are generally gory, but especially zombie movies are very gory. There's really not that much gore in this movie. I'd give it a 3 out of 7, kind of bloody, but really I don't care, because, again, I am a gore hound to an extent, but I'm not a purist gore hound. I don't need gore in a horror movie for me to be entertained. I really like gore as a positive to an action movie or a horror movie more than some people, but I'm not like a purist gore hound. But yeah, overall, this was a terrific movie. Definitely recommend watching it. It's on Amazon Prime. I even think it's on Netflix. And yeah, you should check it out. Anyway, guys, if you like this video, please rate and comment and subscribe. And if you want to, you can also share. Get out of my face.